So we're doing this video today for two reasons. I got a couple of requests from people that are asking specifically about this topic. They're asking me, have I experienced anything in terms of burn-in, or what is my situation actually in regards of burn-in? And the second reason is I had a little bit of an incident with my TV a couple of days ago. Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Armor for All. And to answer the question, do I have visible burn-in on my OLED TV? No, I don't. And I'm really talking about visible burn-in because I'm quite sure I already have burn-in, but again, not visible, okay? And yeah, let me explain this a little bit later what I'm talking about. So let me just show you actually how many hours I got on my TV, and it's just not much compared to other TVs. I have 2126 hours on my LG CX65 inch, and I like to give a big shout out to Steady Chaos Production. I'm quite sure your TV right now has probably around 4000 hours already. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm not using my TV very often, so just a couple of hours per day. So when I got time doing some testing or whatever. So why I'm talking about visible burn-ins and not about burn-ins in general. So because I'm quite sure every OLED TV has burn-ins, because when you display something like this for a short period of time, something is happening to the pixels here, okay? So there is already something going on, like a small burn-in process, but of course very minor, very not even noticeable, and not, of course, not visible. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm quite sure I have already a lot of burn-ins, but thanks God, not visible at all. Okay, and I like to talk about my incident what I had a couple of days ago. So I did a little bit of calibration, testing, measurements, and when I'm doing this with HCFR, I'm using my LCD screen as a main monitor or primary screen, and this is then my secondary screen where the pattern getting automatically generated. So my colorimeter sits here and I'm clicking go, and then the secondary screen gets is displaying the pattern, okay? So but the thing is, what is happening, I'm using this always, my Armor for All, as a wallpaper on my PC, and when I'm using this screen as secondary screen, of course it is displayed as well. So I'm not worried about this, because when I'm doing my testing, my calibration, this is not visible for a long time, not at all, because you have always your pattern running and then you do something else, so it's not a big deal till this day. Because I did my testing, and then my partner called me in the kitchen if I can just quickly help her with something. And I said, of course, you know me. I replied to her, no, of course not. Of course I went and I left everything as it is with this nice wallpaper actually. So, but I was not concerned because just quickly, 5 minutes, doesn't matter. So when I came back after 1 hour, this was still displayed like it is. And I have to be honest, I was a little bit panicking. I was very concerned because this is not a good thing. You shouldn't do this to an OLED TV at all. You know what I mean? Not for an hour, not at all. So right now I think we're displaying this right now for maybe 10 minutes. And there's a purpose why I'm doing this right now. I like to show you something. But anyway, this was displayed for over an hour. The reason why I didn't came back, because we started cooking. You know what I mean? She tricked me actually. Anyway, different story. Maybe for the divorce later on. No, just kidding. Anyway, displayed for over an hour. I was panicking. So the first thing what I did, of course, I started Netflix with anything to make sure whatever happened, it is gone. So maybe after 30 seconds Netflix or whatever, I displayed a 30% grayscale picture. And I was actually really shocked because I was able to read this still. Not very bright, not like this of course, but I still was able to see all the edges from, or all the letters very clearly. And I was really thinking, oh my God, I messed up my OLED screen. And I was absolutely concerned. So what I did is I displayed a 100% white picture for around maybe 1 or 2 minutes, maximum maybe 2 minutes, because I was really in panic. I was really panicking, because this TV cost me $4,500, or maybe if I destroyed it by myself, you know what I mean, such an idiot. But anyway, so 1 or 2 minutes the white picture, and I went back to the gray picture to check it again, and it was almost gone. It was almost gone. I was almost not able to see anything anymore. So after some times I displayed Netflix again, watched a little bit something, or yeah, whatever. I went back to the test picture again, test pattern again, and it was completely gone. Completely gone. There was no trace anymore from this wallpaper sign. And I was really relieved, absolutely relieved. But I'm quite sure I did already a big harm to my TV, because displaying this for over an hour will harm the TV, full stop. Maybe not visible, not now, not today, but at some point when I'm continuing displaying this, and but this is on a different position now, okay? It's not exactly the same position as it was before, so I learned my lesson a little bit. So, but again, if you would continue displaying this over a couple of months every day, the chance that you get a permanent damage to your TV is, of course, right now much higher than before. That's what I think, and that's what it is, you know what I mean? Because at some point I damaged my pixels already with displaying this over an hour. So anyway, what I like to show you, and I'm not quite sure if I'm lucky or if I can do this right now. So this is maybe now for maybe 11 minutes now displayed. And don't do this, really don't do this, because your TV can actually react completely different. So at the moment, it is very minor, absolutely minor, but I'm able to see my AMOC for all now. It's already gone. It's already gone. So it was maybe for, if you're quicker with actually, you know, switching between the pictures, you can clearly see it for maybe 1 to 3 seconds. But then it's already gone. So right now I have no chance anymore to see anything, not on any test picture, nothing at all. There is nothing left, not a single trace. Which is of course good. This is the reason what I like to show you, that we don't need to be too concerned actually what we're doing with this OLED TV. And again, displaying a symbol, and if it's this symbol or whatever, for over an hour, this is not a good thing for an OLED TV, and of course also not for an LCD screen, because I have seen LCD screen also with burn-ins. I have seen this, okay? But of course it takes a much longer time than just 1 hour or whatever to do any harm to an LCD screen. So we're talking about weeks and months, okay? Anyway, so what I'd like to do today, after this experiment went smooth, as expected actually, I like to show you, of course, a couple of test picture now, test pattern, where I hope to prove, or I know I can prove it, that I have no burn-in or no visible burn-ins. And then, yeah, we're talking about maybe, I don't know what we're talking at the end. So anyway, let me turn off my light and I will prepare all my test pattern, and then I see you in a bit, okay? Okay, so here we are again, and I would say we're starting with the gray pattern or gray test pictures, and then we taking a quick look on the colors. And so what I have to say in terms of uniformity, when you look at my TV, and I hope my camera can catch this, I have a couple of black spots on my screen. Minor, but there are black spots, like here I can see this, and here probably a little bit, and I have some stripes here, but this is, in my opinion, minor. So every TV what I looked at so far has this issue. There's no difference to my TV, and again, I'm actually quite happy with my screen at all in terms of dirty screen effect or the uniformity or stuff like that. So I'm very, very lucky actually to have a screen which is performing on, I think, on a not average, above average level, in my opinion. So of course also what you can see probably is a different color during the whole, or the color is changing on the screen. So here is it more grayish, and here is it more reddish. So this is what I can see from my spot at the moment. Not sure what the camera is doing. And this is the reason why I'm telling you, actually, when you do calibration, do it exactly on the same spot again. Because if I would do now my calibration here and the next day here, I would have a complete different setting. Okay, so that's very important that you put your colorimeter always on the same spot. It doesn't matter if it's here or here, but then use it all the time at the same spot, okay? So let's just jump to maybe 30% because again, you can't see anything on those pictures. I checked them very thoroughly and I couldn't find anything. So the only thing what I really was able to find is the difference in the colors. Like here, what I don't like, of course, so it's darker here. The whole bottom here from the 30% IOE test pattern is actually a little bit darker. And here, this part is actually a little bit brighter. And then here's completely reddish. And here also a little bit dark spots. So again, I'm not quite sure what my camera is displaying at the moment. So if you see, let's say, anything unusual on your screen at the moment, like a very heavy spot or whatever, or maybe some more effect or whatever, the name is, you know, when you have this couple lines when the camera is focusing, this is definitely then because of my camera, not because of the screen, okay? I would tell you this, okay? So there is no issue at the moment or no major issue with my screen. So this is now 70% test picture, and the brighter or the higher the IOE level is, actually the harder it gets to spot anything, but it's still the same outcome, I would say. I have here a little bit of a darker area and more reddish area. Then I have here like a white stripe. Here it is very white here in this corner. So the uniformity is really not 100% on this panel, but again, I have seen so much worse. This is really very good. So now 100%, to be honest, almost absolutely okay. You know, not perfect, of course, but there's nothing I would complain or not at least think about to return the TV. I mean, now it's anyway too late, you know, after 2000 hours. But even in the beginning, if I would see a panel like this, I would not think about to return it, not at all, because I have seen so many bad things. And again, I really think we have here a little bit of a brighter area, and here it's more reddish. So, but again, so let's jump to the colors. Should we do 75 or 100? Okay, you know what, 100. Let's start with red. And this is, I have to say, really good, absolutely fine. There is no issue at all. I can't even spot any darker area at the moment, to be very honest. Not at all, not in red, not at all. Let's move on to green. And here also. What I think, and I will show you this then on the yellow, I can see here lines. Not sure if you can see this on your screen, and here, I have here a line. And I have also, and will see this probably on the yellow test picture, then I have a couple of lines here, and here also a line. And I think this is from the panel when they put the coat on it or something like this, you know what I mean? Because this is very straight. There is nothing else. This is not burn in or whatever. This is from the panel itself. And this is unfortunately here as well. I can see a line now. And this is unfortunately also visible during gameplay in certain scenes. So especially when you have, of course, a very, how should I say, when you play in a desert or whatever, where you have sandy picture or yellowish picture, you can easily spot all these lines here. So I'm very happy actually that I don't have this in the vertical lines, or many vertical lines, because this would be more bothering, because you move always to left and right. You could easily spot this, but the horizontal lines are not that major actually, to be very honest. So move on to blue. There is nothing, I think, what we can spot in blue, because it's just a very nice color and no issues at all. So really no spot, nothing at all, just nice blue. Magenta, I think, was the same. Yeah, correct. Maybe I can really also say we have a more of a brighter or more, a brighter tone here and a darker tone here, you know, on the right side as well. The same as in the grayscale, of course. So now yellow, and this is a very bad test picture, and I hope you can see this also, that I have here really these clear lines here, which I really think it comes from the panel from the the foil or whatever you call this, or the anti-mirroring foil or whatever, what is on top, something like that, because it's very, very straight. So this is not a burn-in or something like that. This is really from the manufacturing, which of course it's not good. It's not a good thing at all, but it is not a major problem, not yet. I'm not sure if this is getting worse or whatever, or if it can get worse. I hope not. But at the moment, as you can see, hopefully you can see it here, stripes, and here as well, and here as well. So you have actually 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I can spot. And very minor horizontal lines, but plenty, million of them actually. Very, very minor. But I can easily spot those lines in a couple of games where you have a, what is the right name? Monochrome background? Is this right? You know, where you have just one color, and especially you have like a sandy yellowish color, and then you move or you move left or right, you can easily spot this, unfortunately. So anyway, that's for the test pattern. The only thing what we have is here in a gradient picture, which is yeah, it's not too bad, but it's just a 2-point calibration here. That's why you have a couple of spots here. So usually this should be perfect grayscale here, but I'm quite happy actually. Again, this is not a big deal for me. So let me turn on the light and then we talk about, or let's talk about summary. Okay, so let's quickly summarize this video. Do I have any problem with burn-in? No, not at all. Do I have any problem with temporary image retention? Yes, I do, of course, but this is just normal. This is the, how the TV is working, you know, that's the technology, okay? You can't avoid this. And again, I'm quite sure with my incident what I had, I already damaged part of the pixels, you know, in a not visible way, because right now this is just a superb picture quality. And by the way, this is just YouTube at the moment. I really like to see this actually on a Blu-ray. But anyway, so in my opinion, we shouldn't think too much about this issue or about this problem, what can happen. So we should really just use the TV as we like to use it, because I think in a normal way, when we use the TV in a normal way, there is never an issue at all. Of course, when you play the same game 24/7 over weeks, then you might have some issues in terms of burn-in. This can happen. But again, if you use this in a normal, regular way, and you're displaying a lot of different content, then I think there is no problem at all. And in terms of burn-in, I have a lot of experience, because I started actually, or I owned many years ago, Pioneer plasma TVs. If you can remember plasma TVs, this was a very big issue when it comes to burn-in. And I experienced burn-in very heavily, not on the Pioneer plasma, but on the Panasonic plasma back then, which by the way were absolutely crap TV, not just because of the burn-in, but this, anyway, different topic. But anyway, back then this was a major issue. So there was actually CDs, you were able to buy CDs where you can break in or burn in your TVs, where over hours and hours getting some pattern displayed, you know, full frame patterns, of course, to make sure your TV is ready to use after 500 hours or something like that. I'm not doing this anymore with an OLED screen, because I don't bother anymore. I really don't care anymore. This has to work, full stop. And it is working just great. And of course you can break it when you do something unusual, let's say like this. But in a normal way, when you use this TV in a normal way, then there's never a problem in regards of burn-in. I'm pretty sure. And again, this looks just amazing, really amazing. Again, this is just YouTube, by the way, really. And I hope I'm not getting any copyright issue. I hope not. Anyway, so that's enough for this video, I think. My point is clear. If you ask me, do I have to be concerned about burn-in? I'm playing computer games on my TV. No, not at all. If you're not displaying your desktop screen for hours and hours and days, then no, you don't have to be concerned at all. If you use this TV or any other OLED TV for a PC monitor, then just turn on the screensaver after a minute. Because what I learned is there is no screensaver in the PC mode from the TV. So you have the screensaver when on Netflix in all the apps. So even I think when YouTube is not displaying a picture at some point, you have this nice little screensaver with the firework, you know what I mean? Or let's say like this, the screen gets blank or dark, but not in the PC mode, because I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, maybe there's an option which I turned off. Can be, okay? Anyway, so make sure you turn on a screensaver maybe after a minute, or you turn off your TV after a minute and stuff like that. You can prevent burn-ins very easily, okay? So, but if you use a TV for a desktop monitor, I don't think that there's any issue at all, you know what I mean? This looks just fantastic, really. I really love it. Wow, anyway, this is just SDR. This is not even HDR. Wow, okay, anyway. Again, this is enough for this video. So my last comment is, use the TV as you like it. Don't bother too much. Don't think about anything what can happen, because there will nothing happen, okay? Full stop, okay? Anyway, so that's enough for this video. Full stop now, we're stopping now. And yeah, so leave me a like, leave me a comment. And if you're new to my channel, you know the drill. Please subscribe to my channel. And now I say over and out. I see you guys next time. Bye.